The Wireless Application Service Providers of Ghana, WASPAG, donated a check for 50,000 cedis to the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research in Accra. The donation is to strengthen the preparedness of the institute in providing adequate and rapid testing and diagnosis of any case of the Ebola disease. Noguchi Memorial Institute, the only facility providing diagnosis of suspected Ebola virus in the country, is faced with logistics challenges. Ifia Pia, on behalf of WASPAG Group, pledged continued support to the institute.
Well, our expectation is to make sure that Noguchi is not handicapped in doing the testing for Ebola. And if we have wind of anything that tells us that Noguchi is not able to do that, then definitely we'll rise up to the cause again. If suspected cases are not tested and proven that they are not Ebola, it's going to cause a lot of fear and panic. And the rigorous nature with which Noguchi tests these suspected cases must be supported at all costs. In so doing, it gives us the peace of mind, the ability to sleep easy at night, that if anything is suspected for Ebola, Noguchi can come do the testing and assure us that there isn't any Ebola in Ghana.
The head of the Noguchi Memorial Institute, Professor Kwejo Koram, expressed gratitude for the gesture.
This should help us in keeping people who have to work out of hours, for example, because all these samples come at any odd time. And because of the urgency, we've stopped batching samples. First, we would put everything together and run 10 or 15 samples together to keep down costs and things. But because of the urgency, we do every test as it comes in. So this will help in doing that sort of thing. Up until this morning, we've tested about 80 samples, as you heard. It's cost a lot to test one sample. Since we're testing, I haven't done the sums, but basically it's going to be a lot of money to test sample.
A research fellow at the Noguchi Memorial Institute, Dr. Kofi Boni, cautioned against growing expectations in ZMapp, an experimental drug, as a possible cure for Ebola disease.
The same medication was given to a Spanish woman who had the infection, and she never recovered, she died. So the important thing was they gave them proper medical care. What we know for now is that we don't have any licensed vaccine or therapeutic agent for Ebola. They should concentrate on hand hygiene and personal hygiene. If we develop a culture of washing our hands regularly with soap and running water, it will go a long way helping us not only fight Ebola, also other infectious diseases.
He further advised the public against over-reliance on hand sanitizers.
Ebola is virus. It is not bacteria. So if you buy antibacterial, fine, you may be fighting or protecting yourself against some other infections. Cholera is in the corner there, but it is not viral. So it's just a matter of us reading what is on the what you call hand sanitizer, so that we can make informed choices.
The death toll of Ebola currently is over 2,400, with over 4,700 infected cases in West Africa. So far, Ghana has not recorded any Ebola case.